you played through training camp. I got to ask you, man, what happened to your boys this season?
Wow, Bruce. It's been a tough season, man. I mean, with so many injuries that they've been dealing with on the back end, that secondary, the offensive line being nicked up, and everything just not being on point. These guys just had a rough year.
Well, now, while the Broncos have had plenty of problems on offense, their defense, led by Von Miller, is among one of the top 5 in the NFL against both the run and the pass, and the Redskins know it. That was on the mind of our Huddle insider, Bree Jackson, this week, so let's bring her in from Redskins Park. Bree?
This week, we talk with Redskins players and coaches about taking on a strong defensive Broncos team.
They have a very talented football team. They play well against the run. They can stack the box because they have great corners. They can play a lot of good man-to-man.
It starts with the pass rush, just very good defensive line play and outside linebacker play. Then you look at a guy like Brandon Marshall, who's a star linebacker, and then I have a lot of respect for Darian Stewart in the secondary and really their entire secondary, their safeties. And then they really have, 3 corners that are all legit elite cornerbacks.
When it comes to the Broncos, they have a really good defense. Those guys are flying around. They're talented. I mean, yeah, we're all professionals here. We know we have to take care of our assignments and do our job and play football.
We got our hands full and going to have to be on the details, on the screws, making plays, executing, and hopefully staying penalty-free, protecting the football.
They're going to come in here with every intent to show their defensive dominance that they have over the years, and we're going to have every intent to try to get our offense going and defense and play a heck of a game.
And even though the Redskins won't make the playoffs, players tell me they remain upbeat and are focused on winning these last 2 games. At Redskins Park, I'm Bree Jackson for the Washington Huddle.
All right, thanks, Bree. Now, if the Redskins defense plays like it did last week and the Broncos defense plays like they have all year, this could be a low-scoring game. I got a question for you. Do you believe that defenses play better at the end of the season than offenses do?
No, and I say that typically because an offense is always looking to better themselves before the next year comes around. You always want to leave that last impression on film. As opposed to a defense, the defense is kind of like, hey, we're out here, we're just here for stops. Especially with them not being able to go to the playoffs. I mean, they don't really have anything to play for on both sides. 3
Redskins were named to the Pro Bowl this year. Trent Williams, Ryan Kerrigan, and Brandon Sheriff. Williams and Kerrigan are going to be starters in the Pro Bowl, although I don't think Trent's going to be able to go. Trent's played hurt in the past. He probably is going to have surgery. It's doubtful he's going to play these final 2 weeks unless he absolutely has to. He's going to start his rehabilitation for next year. Now, if that's something he's never done before, should he play these last 2 games and suck it up, or do you think that you just need to start
in my
thinking about
opinion,
next year?
You guys don't have anything to play for. This is your star tackle. This is the guy who's making the big bucks. You don't want to risk actually hurting him further than he's already hurt. This guy's a tough guy. I know him personally. He's played through injuries throughout the season. He has nothing left to prove. Simply, put him down, put him on IR, let him go ahead and get his surgery and start his rehab.
All right.